Welcome friends, here to a new Noggit tutorial video of our Noggit series. Today I want to show you how you can cut out single parts of a map which is already existing. So you can steal maps from Blizzard and edit them for your needs. In my case, I will copy a part of a Warlords of Draenor map. First of all, for this we will hop into the Warlords of Draenor map in Noggit. We're waiting till it's finished loading because this map is quite big and there are quite some texture errors in this map because of the downport of the map from the Warlords of Draenor beta into Wrath of the Lich King, so it needs quite some time to load up everything. But after it's loaded up, you see you have this map completely perfectly fine in Noggit. And this is actually the Warlords of Draenor map. This here is the zone Spires of Arak. And now I want to show you how you can copy a small part of this map to not be needed to make your own textures for a new map, or you want to copy some nice mountains here, and yeah, this is the way to go. First of all, you can see at the ground there are quite some texturing errors. You see all this small black dots and all that shit. You see the textures are sometimes a bit messy and buggy. And now I want to show you how to cut out a part of this map and how you can fix those texture errors so that they will look Blizz-like and perfectly fine. So first of all, we need to decide what part of the map we want to copy. For this we press F7 on our keyboard. This will trigger the ADT rectangles. And now let's say we want to copy this part here. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ADTs. For easier overview, I will go into the upside down view in Noggit. You can trigger this with the key U on your keyboard. You can switch between the 2D and the 3D mode there. And I will go into the 2D mode. So what you're gonna do now is note down all these tiles you want to copy, the single ADTs. For this I will just open an editor like this and we'll note down all these single ADTs we want to copy. No worries, I have the editor on my second monitor, you actually can't see this, but I write them all down. So this one, then 30, 35, now we go down here, 30, 36, this one 29, 36, and this one here 28, 36. So you can see I've noted down all these 6 ADTs I want to copy and bring into an own map. And for now we can close Noggit. So we will close that. And now I will show you how to copy those parts of the map. So first of all, you need to go into your workspace, into your maps folder and into your map which you want to copy. So in my case, it's the Warlords of Draenor map over here. Then you create a new folder in your, workspace. I will name this like test map. And what you need to do now is go into the folder of your map you want to paste your copies in and copy the VDT file. Now name it after your map folder or how your map should be named. And now we're dragging out the ADTs we just wrote down. In my case, This is the 28, 34, 35, 28, 35, then 29, 35, then 30, 35, then 30, 36, then 29, 36, and 28, 36. So these are our 6 ADTs we noted down here. You can compare them with the numbers here. Now we can actually close the editor because we don't need this anymore. What we have to do now is we have to rename all these ADTs to our map name, so the name of our WDT file. So just replace all these trainer things here with your map name. And now you could think this is the finished product, but no, we have to do one more thing. It's pretty easy, but it needs to be done. We go back into our Noggit workspace and look for GrulMe VDT, WDT. If you don't have this tool, you can download that in the model-changing.net forum. We go into GrulMe, we click on load, go into our map folder and select the testmap.vdt. Now be sure to unselect this one here and have these 3 things here checked. Now you go to ADT array, click on delete all and scan directory. Now you see we have our 6 ADTs here. And now you just go back to general, click on save, okay, and you can close it. Now our map is finished. So the map site is finished and our copied map is there. What we have to do now is the step you have to do with all maps. We need to add this map into our map.dbc and map difficulty.dbc, because otherwise Noggit won't recognize the map. So for this, like I showed you in the last tutorial, you copy the first line, go here, name this one, sorry, I forgot to paste it, paste. Wait, didn't work. Little moment. Copy line. Paste line. Now it worked. We rename this to the map of our WDT and ADT files. This is very important again. This is the directory which the DBC file will scan for the map. And on this one we can name the map however we want. We will name it test map. Now you have this part finished. You can go save. Now we open the map difficulty. Oh, actually, I forgot what I mentioned in the last video. What is very, very important. You need to remember this number here, 767. Now we go into the map difficulty.dbc. Remember our number 767. Make a new thing here. Write in 767. And you are good to go. Also save this one via file and save. Close it. And now we can go into our Noggit. And we see the test map is added here with our 6 ADTs we just copied. And now the moment of truth. If we join the map, will there be actually the map we just copied? For this one, I would advise you to fix all UIDs, so no double objects will spawn, and you see the part of the map we copied out of our World of Draenor map is here, and it's exactly those 6 ADTs we copied. And you see all the game objects are spawned. You see the texture is there. But there's one more thing. You see, the textures are still pretty bugged. So for this part, I want to explain you what this here is. These are shaders. Those shaders are added to the map from Blizzard in the World of Warcraft editor, and Noggit or Gruul can't convert those Warlords of Draenor shaders to Wrath of the Lich King. So we need to remove those shaders. We again toggle the F7 mode, go into the 2D mode, and hover over every single ADT, click on Assist, clear shadows, next ADT, Assist, clear shadows, next ADT, clear shadows, next ADT, clear shadows, oh wait, next ADT, clear shadows, and the last ADT, clear shadows. Now we trigger back in the 3D mode, and you see you have a perfect Blizz-like blending of the textures and perfect Blizz-like texturing. It's working pretty fine, as you can see here, and it's just like on the Blizzard map. The mountains also, you can see, those are perfectly textured like Blizzard did them. And now if you want to just use the texturing of the map because you want to build your own map with your own objects and stuff, you can again head over in the 2D mode or 3D, whatever you prefer, and just go to Assist, clear models, Assist, clear models, Assist, clear models, and you're going to do this for all ADTs again. There is sadly not a faster way to do this. Of course, you could just, if you have a very, very small map, you can just do that by hand and click on every single model and delete it. But there we go. There we have our Blizz-like map. And if you just want to copy the environment, so the terrain, and want to make your own texturing, that's no problem at all. There are two different methods to do this. You can either completely remove a texture from one ADT, so again back U and F7, go onto one ADT, we will go with this ADT, Assist, clear textures. And there you go, you see you've cleared all textures. Don't mind these little things, these are also shadows, vertex shading and shit from the WoW editor, but you won't see this in game, so you can completely ignore this shit you see here. It's a bit darker here, that is not a texture, this is not working vertex shading, so just completely ignore this. And now you can actually texture this by yourself. Choose any texture you want and texture the ADTs however you want. So this works perfectly fine. The other method you can do is if you want to have the Blizz-like texturing, but you want to change the actual textures, you can also go to the texturing tool, click on swap. Now you click Control on your keyboard and left click on the ground. Choose one texture you want to replace. In my case, we want to replace the mud. Close this down. Now you see you have this texture in your texturing tool. You could now just paint with this. You see, could just paint with this. But if you want to swap it for the whole ADT, you have again to do this for every single ADT. You click on select, then it's here in this menu, and now we can select another texture. We will now, for the sake of explaining you something which is really different to the ATM texture, we will go with like this pinkish thing here. And if you now go again in U, F7, You don't have to do this, but I always do that. You can go to you go here to your texturing menu and click on swap ADT. And you can see it already got swapped. Now go down here, swap ADT, go here, swap ADT. Now exit out with again the U key and F7 out of the 2D mode, and you can see all this dark mud got replaced with the new one. You can also do this with the other textures. Again, control, choose the texture you want to replace, click on select, it got selected to swap. Use another thing, like we could go with this orange sand here and click on swap ADT. Swap ADT. Swap ADT. Moment, you can't see it because here's just water. Swap ADT. And you see you have just replaced all the textures with the old ones. This is fairly easy, every one of you can do this. And you can now see here, you see texturing errors. Don't worry, these are mostly not very visible in game, and also this, like I said, these black dots and all that shit here. No, this is actually a texture, but like this one here and these here, these are actually not in game because those are not usable vertex shading files. And the reason why you can see clear texture lines here, like not a straight blend of the texture, it's just because these textures don't really fit into the normal texture thing. If you would change this now to also this red sand, you can see this looks way better then, and you don't see this lines because it was just a grass texture which didn't really fit it into the normal texture. So you see, it's pretty easy to do this. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Cheers.